Dear students, last class we were discussing distance travelled and displacement. Today, let me do some problems related to distance travelled and displacement. Here is one example. Let me consider this example. An object starts from O and it reaches A through C and D. Next, from A, it reaches C. I will repeat once again. An object starts its journey from O. It reaches A through C and D. Next, it returns to C from A. Now the object is at C. Here, you have to find out distance travelled and displacement. Let me call this one as case 1. Case 1. So what is the distance? What is the definition for distance? Complete length of the actual path or length of the actual path. So you have to take OA plus AC. OA plus AC. You have to take the complete path, length of the complete path. So OA, first it reaches A and then it returns to C. Here AC is how much? You can find out AC like this. OA, from OA they have to subtract OC. So OA plus OA minus OC. That is OA is how much? 50 plus 50 minus 20. 50 plus 30, 80 meters. Did you understand? This is the distance travelled in this case. Next is displacement. What is the displacement in this case? What is the definition for displacement? That is the shortest path between initial position and final position. Straight line path between initial position and final position. So here the initial position is O and the final position is C. So we have to consider OC. Shortest path, straight line path between initial position and final position. This is initial position, this is final position. The shortest path is OC. That is how much? That is equal to 20 meters. So in this case, distance travelled is 80. That is the complete length of the path. This is the displacement 20 meters. That is the shortest distance between initial position and final position. So let us take case 2. So here I will take in order, write the distance and displacement. Distance is 80 meters. Displacement is 20 meters. Let me take case 2. An object starts from O, reaches A through C and D, and from A it returns to O. It returns to O. So what is the distance and what is the displacement? We have to calculate. Distance is complete length of the actual path. Complete length you have to take. So OA plus AO. That is how much? 50 plus 50. 50 plus 50. That is how much? 100 meters. Here the distance is how much? 100. Displacement. Displacement is how much? What is, should stick on to the definition. What is the displacement? Shortest path between initial position and final position. See here, initial position is O. Final position is also O. Here, final position coincides with initial position. Therefore, the displacement is 0. Did you understand? Displacement is 0. So, you have to remember this point. Whenever an object returns to its initial position, displacement becomes 0. So, once again, I will write distance travelled and displacement. Here, distance travelled is 100 and displacement is 0. Let me take the third case. What is that? An object starts from O and reaches A. That's all. It starts from O and reaches A. In this case, what is the distance? Distance is length of the actual path. That is OA. Because it starts from A and reaches, starts from O and reaches A. So distance is OA. That is 50 meters. Displacement is how much? What is the definition for displacement? While solving every problem, you have to recall the definition of distance travelled and displacement. Displacement is shortest path between initial position and final position. Dear children, shortest path is straight line path only. So here, from O to A, the shortest possible path is the straight line itself. When a body is moving along a straight line, distance travelled is equal to displacement. Numerical value of distance travelled becomes equal to displacement. This is the actual path, and this itself is the shortest path. So is there any other path which is shorter than this one to reach A from O? No. So straight line path itself is the shortest path. In such, when a body, you have to remember this point, 2 points, very important. When an object returns to its initial position, displacement will be 0. When a body is moving in a particular direction, it means along a straight line, the numerical value of the distance is always equal to displacement. So, I will write here how much? 50. So, you have to analyze the values. Here, distance is 80, which is more than 20. Here, distance is 100, more than 0. Here, distance is 50, equal to displacement. So, you can write one more difference between distance travelled and displacement. Distance travelled is always greater or equal to displacement. Distance travelled, remember this children, distance travelled is always greater than displacement or equal to displacement. When does the numerical value become equal to displacement? When it is moving along a straight line. In other words, you can say displacement is always lesser than or equal to distance travelled. Let me take another example here. Second one. An object is moving along a circular path of radius 14 meters. Radius is 14 meters. An object is moving along a circular path of radius 14 meters. Here, you have to calculate the distance and displacement. Case of it. Let me consider different cases. First one, when it completes, when it completes the circular path once. That means it starts from A and it moves along the circular path and it reaches A. So it completes the circular path once. In this case, you have to find out both distance and displacement. Dear students, I think you know the definition of the circumference. What is the circumference? What is meant by circumference of a circle? Length of the closed curve which forms a circle is called circumference. What the diagram is drawn is the circle. That boundary is circle and length of that boundary is circumference, and we know the formula for circumference is 2 pi r. So the distance is, what is the distance here? Distance is the circumference of the circle, that is length of the closed curve which forms the circle. So we have to take 2 pi r distance because the object has completed the circular path once. So 2 into 22 by 7 into, how much is the radius? 40. Anza, that is 88 meters. 88 meters. Displacement is 0. Why? Because it starts from A and it completes the circular path once, means it returns to A. So when an object returns to its initial position, the displacement is 0. I will take another one, that is second case. That is when it completes half of the circular path. Half of the circular path. That means the object starts from A and it completes the circular path, half of the circular path. Now it is at B. So once again, this case also I have to find out distance and displacement. What is the distance? Length of the actual path, that is half of the circumference. It has completed the half of the circular path, means half of the circumference. So total circumference is 2 pi r. Half of the circumference is pi r. That's all. Pi r. That is 22 by 7 into 14. That is 44 meters. Displacement. What is the displacement? Means shortest path between initial position and final position. Initial position is A, final position is B. Shortest path means the diameter itself is the shortest path. Is it not? This is the actual path and this is the shortest path. So diameter is the displacement. That is AB. That is AB. AB is equal to how much? 28 meters. Third case. See here, it starts from A. When it completes 1/4 of the circular path. So it starts from A and reaches B. See, this is 14, radius 14, 14. This is the actual path. That is distance. Distance is here. Distance when it completes the circular path once is 2 pi r. Half of the 2 pi r is pi r. Half of pi r you have to take. This is pi r. Is it not? This is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Half of that is pi r. Half of that is pi r by 2. Pi r by 2. So half of pi r, that is 22 by 7 into 40. Half of pi r or pi r by 2. That is 22 meters. 22 meters. Then, how much is the displacement? Displacement means shortest path between initial position and final position. So, shortest path means straight line path. So, I have to join A and B. We have to find out this one, AB. See, to find out AB, you have to consider Pythagoras theorem. The angle between two radii is 90 degree. Pythagoras theorem states, in a right angle triangle, here is a right angle triangle, right angled at Q, the side opposite to right angle is hypotenuse. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. In a right angle triangle, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So, we have to make use of Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So, what we have to do is, in triangle, and we use Pythagoras theorem to find the irrational numbers on the number line. So, remember this. In triangle OAB, which is the hypotenuse, AB is the hypotenuse. AB square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. OB square plus OA square. So 14 square plus 14 square. So AB square is equal to 196 plus 196. AB square is equal to, for your convenience, you can write 196 into 2. So how much is AB? You have to take the square root of, that is equal to, square root of 196 is 14 and square root of 2 is square root of 2. So it is an irrational number. Right? Root 2 as it is. So in the last case, distance is 1/4 of the circular path. That is 1/4 of 2 pi r. It is pi r by 2. And the displacement is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Students, we will discuss few more problems in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.